Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Sherwood Park Adrenaline Ringette, live from the new barn in Beaumont, Alberta. Almost a sold out show here of about 75 parents, a few siblings. You got Trevor here on the mic with Ryan Renchez doing color.
Well,
Ryan, say hi.
hi everybody. Thanks for having me back. I really appreciate the guest spots I've been able to be part of this year. It's been a lot of fun. I don't think I needed this coffee with all the adrenaline we're about to get here, folks. So stay tuned.
Well, we do have a good medical team on standby here, so if anything happens, you're well taken care of, and I'm sure we can grab another parent from the crowd. But Chad's not here today, our other color guy. I wonder where Chad is these days.
I heard, I don't know how true this is, so I don't want to start rumors. I heard he was away for some sort of cosmetic surgery.
Yeah, he was talking about getting these calf implants from Mexico, so I guess we'll have to check out his lower jeans when he gets back.
Speedy recovery, Cookie Monster.
All right, so we got a little pre-game playoff edition conversation here. So it's pretty exciting with 2 games left in the season. Sherwood Park put themselves in a pretty good position despite the 2 ties in the division. But turns out we need destinies in our own hands. We can pull off 2 wins and we can win the banner. It turns out out-of-town scoreboard today, Edmonton and Spruce Grove just in. They tied. So that's going to almost eliminate them from contention for second place. So a good spot for us, but we're in control of our own destiny here we need 2 wins.
Yeah, and I know the girls can do it. The stiff competition has always been the challenge at the beginning of the games, and then they tend to come on strong at the second. Red Deer's been a hard team, obviously, depending on who they have in net, and they play well outside of that. But at the same time, it'll be hopefully between them and us, but I have faith the girls can definitely pull this out if they play the way they can. The last game they played was a really good, strong team game, probably one of the better ones all year. So if they can continue that forward, it bodes well for them for sure.
So today we got a pretty good lineup here. We only got 2 girls that are missing out in the lineup. So we got a pretty full roster. A couple of line changes here we'll get to. Amy's going to center the 3rd line with Emily and Marley, and Sori's going to bump up to center the 2nd line with Olivia and Michael. That's about the only noticeable change. We have odd numbers on defense. We got 5D today, and we're rolling 3 forward lines. So we're just getting underway in the white jerseys. See what Haley wants to put out to start this game. I do remember last time we played Beaumont, though, the girls got off to a pretty slow start. I think they got down early, 3 or 4 goals, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Looks like we have a female goalie in net. Beaumont likes to alternate between their male goalie and their female goalie, so we'll see how that bodes for us tonight. And the girls are just lining up here for center ice free ring. We got Cohen on D with Trista. We got Hayden, Cassidy, and Brady up front. All right, Beaumont gets taken to the ice, but dumps it in. Eliana, no problem there. Ooh, uncharacteristic giveaway in front, but Trista manages to reel that in, gets it out to Brady. Brady's going to cross center. She's going to look for someone to pass to. Pass over to Cassidy. Pass received. Cassidy's going to take the front of the net. Beautiful little backhand shot. Brady just fires it up and over. She had a little bit of daylight there, just couldn't manage to find it.
Yeah, not sure if these are regulation size nets in Beaumont. We'll have to dig deep on that, but she'll reset her sights on those, I'm sure.
Cohen comes in from the D there and takes a look. Quick shot there on goal, and then she's going to continue with the forecheck, manages to get it out. She's taking a look at the net. 2 fakes. She's going to go to her strong side. Another shot on goal. Beaumont wrangles it up here and she's going to clear the zone to center. You got a race for the ring. Beaumont's going to carry it over. Should have been a whistle, but it wasn't. Beaumont managed to get it in front of the net. Big shot on goal. Eliana, no problem there. Cohen picks up the rebound. She's going to look for an outlet. Cohen gets checked. Kind of retreats into the zone, does a circle, gains some speed. She's got Hayden in the middle, but she pumps it up to Olivia, and Hayden's going to go off for a change. We got Olivia, Michael, and Story now. Pressure in the ring. Olivia blows the tire, hits the boards. We got an errant pass. Gets knocked over. Beaumont Manages to secure the center of the ice. She's looking for someone to pass to. 14 seconds left on the shot clock.
Yeah, the Adrenaline have been good as far as being aggressive and on the ring here to start the game, so hopefully that carries through.
Beaumont doesn't get the shot off there. We got a shot clock violation back to Eliana. Eliana gets it up to Story here on the far board. Story's going to look for an outlet pass, crosses the blue line to Livia. Livia picks it up and takes a look and blows another tire, carries it over the line. No, I guess she didn't blow a tire. She got hacked. So the ref's going to call that a penalty. So we're going to have our first power play of the game.
Yeah, let's see if the girls can start off strong on this and get some shots like they have to start the game on this power play and take advantage of this. It'd be nice to get up on the scoreboard first.
This power play brought to you by Bailey's. It's a nice minty atmosphere in the rink on a Saturday afternoon.
Subtle and yet effective.
Calm your nerves. Reach for the Bailey's in your coffee. All right, we got a free ring there. We got Amy to the pass over to Marley. Marley's going to circle the net and gets checked. Loses their stick on that back pass. Beaumont picks it up. Dylan's going to pick up the ring, but the ref blows it down. Looks like we're getting another penalty call. It's going to be a holding call here for Marley. A little too aggressive on that check. So now we're going to even it up. So there goes the power play, a little 4-on-4 action.
Yeah, definitely. She was trying to get that ring back, but just got hooked in a little too much on that. And the refs probably aren't going to let that slide too often. So
looks like these refs are got their whistles in their mouths. So we're going to have some clean play here. Beaumont gets the free ring and they fake shot. They're going to circle the net and look for a pass out in front. Connected, but the shot didn't make it through. Beaumont's going to recover it there. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to circle the net. Back pass. Good defensive triangle here by Sherwood Park. Beaumont fights through 2 checks. He gets a good shot on goal, but Ileana's on it, and she drops to her knees and makes the butterfly save. Beaumont picks up the ring again. They're going to come to the center. They're pushing hard. Another little back pass. Beaumont weak shot on goal. Ileana no problem there. Picks up the ring. Nice outlet pass over a Beaumont stick. We got a 2-on-1 developing here. Nice little give and go to Dylan. Dylan's going to break in on the weak side, cut to the middle, and tucks it. Far side, she's got the goalie moving on her nice little deke there, and just barely just puts it in. No problem. Beautiful play, beautiful goal. All started with a great pass from Eliana on the net and a good rush.
I agree, Trevor. That was a great read by her under the stick of the opposing player, and they broke out through the neutral zone so quick, and you knew that was probably going to be a good result of a shot on goal, and in this case a goal. So that's awesome.
Yeah, I love the girls breaking out that little give and go play. They've been doing that lately. It's been very effective. Beaumont dumps it in here off a skate. They get possession. They're going to break in here. No shot available. A little cross crease pass off a skate. Gets tied up. Flick shot just went by the net, so they're going to recover. They don't get a fresh shot clock. 15 seconds left. Another shot was blocked. Cohen's going to pick it up in the corner and fight through it on the boards. It gets hacked out. Cohen the stick check before the recovery. She's got it. And she's going to break it out here. Nice little lead pass to Hayden. Hayden's going to skate it down. Gets a nice little give and go to Cohen's going to break up in the middle. She takes a look, gets a shot off on goal. Picks up her own rebound. She's going to reset the play here. She comes into the middle and her backhand. Shot goes off a body and Cassidy's going to pick it up. Cohen's going to retreat back to the defense. Oh, bad line change there.
Yeah, those back passes can haunt you if you do too many of them, and especially the no-look ones. There was nobody there but the blue jerseys.
Ooh, so they got caught there. So a little recap of what happened was forwards didn't know that Cohen was going for a line change. Left it wide open, which gave Beaumont a quick little out and 2 defense change at the same time. I would say that's the bench's fault for calling that one. And they got a breakaway, just tucked it under the blocker of Eliana. So hopefully we can learn our lesson there and not have any more poor line changes.
Well, and in the offensive zone, you got to take a look and look around every once in a while to make sure you are making those passes to somebody, not just blind.
Okay, see if the adrenaline can recover from that misplay. Brady's going to take it in around the net. She's going to circle. She passes it right over to Story. Story, the hard blast just off the shoulder into the corner, and Olivia's going to pick it up. Story's chasing down the ring here. They're going to go far side with the ring and look for an outlet pass. They managed to get it over the blue line to center. We got a little battle ensuing on the boards. Ring gets tied up. It's going to be Beaumont possession. You know, on that play there with that errant back pass, they had the entire center of the ice wide open. If somebody would have been there, it was a good play, just a bad change.
Yeah, and that's where really those back passes, unless you're positive with quick glance, you kind of got to rely on somebody calling for it. And if you don't hear that, you probably don't make that play blindly.
Communication's key there. Okay, Beaumont dumps it in. They got a fresh shot clock, and they're going to come out to the corners. Bad angle shot, but Ileana brushes it aside, picks it up, and a nice little play to Story behind the net. Story is playing center, is going to bring it up over the blue line. Just out of reach for Trista, but she recovers it, and she slides it over across the blue line, gets picked off. Beaumont's going to come down on a 2-on-1, but we got a whistle here. Not sure. Do you know why this whistle is called?
Yeah, it was touched on both sides by the Beaumont player, but that's where our players have to kind of see that girl's going to jump in front, and instead of waiting for that ring to come, they got to kind of skate towards that pass a little bit too. I think that's something going forward here. They need to be a bit more aggressive with their passing and picking it up.
All right, Cohen bombs it into the corner there for Amy to pick it up. Amy's going to pick it up. She's going to take a look, and nothing there. She's going to go behind the net, fakes the back pass. She has a tracer with her, but she's coming out in front here. Little queso play to Cohen. Cohen kind of mishandles it, but recovers, grabs the ring, and she's going to slide it right over to Amy on the far side. Sorry, Marley on the far side, but she couldn't handle the pass. And she flicks it over the net, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Well, the girls are moving the ring well. It's just they got to kind of get a little more organized when it comes to shooting. Beaumont's going to bring it out here over into center. They picked up the pass, and they get it to their breaker. The nice shot on goal by Eliana.
Big save by Eliana at that point.
Amy's going to break it out here on the boards. She's going to dump it in deep. Amy's going to chase it down with some good speed. She's got wheels today. She's been flying.
Yeah, and she's been on a good tear lately, Trevor. She's over 2.5 goals per game, which is impressive.
All right, we got 7 seconds left on the shot clock, and yeah, we got Emily with the shot on goal. Big rebound. Beaumont picks it up, but they're getting chased down. Beaumont's doing a good job of getting it to center and getting it out quickly. Trista picks up the pass, and she's going to dump it to center. We get it over the blue line. Pass knocked down. Beaumont ring. Beaumont's going to fire it over. Lena's going to pick it up and bump it up to Hayden. Hayden's got 2 girls to beat. She beats one. And then a strong shot on goal on the glove side. Goalie knocks it down. Looks like she's going to cover it up for a whistle.
Yeah, but that was a great play in that one. Lena anticipates that pass, steps into it. Nice quick pass up to Hayden, and Hayden was using her speed to get at it. So all in all, you keep doing that throughout the game, and it's going to come to be your advantage for sure, I think.
All right, we got an offensive free ring here. What are the chances we're going to get a shot? No. They teased us a couple games ago with 1 shot, but haven't seen anything since.
I think that's old school. That they don't really teach those shots from offensive free ring anymore.
Beaumont gets it up the center off his 3 skates. It's bouncing around in the middle here. Michael manages to wrangle it in, and she's going to do a lead pass to Brady, just out of her reach, but she managed to wrangle it down, and last second gets stick check. Good opportunity in front. We got a 2-line pass here. Dylan's going to pick it up, and she's going to bring it into the neutral zone where Hayden's going to get it, and Hayden's looking to bump it up to Cassidy. Cassidy couldn't quite handle it, but strong forecheck causes another turnover to Trista. Can't handle it, goes over the line. Dylan's going to pick it up in the defensive zone and look for it out. She's got good coverage here, and she's going to try to skate it out, but she gets pinned against the boards.
Going back to that play just a minute ago there, Trevor, it would have been nice. Like, I see where Hayden was going with trying to get that up to Cassidy, but Brady was right beside her. You take that controlled pass over into the offensive zone, and I think they get just a much more secured chance out of that. Instead, it comes back and their shot clock runs out on them.
All right, 2:39 left in the first quarter. Beaumont offensive free ring. They're going to get it to the corner. They're going to cut out in front here. Little back pass. Number 14 to number 20 with the big shot up front. Ooh, nobody covered the rebound, but she couldn't handle it, so it's going to be a battle. Beaumont's going to have it on her backhand, taking it to the center. Looks like she's going to get hung up in the corner here. Cohen, we got a good battle going. Cohen tried with all her might to take the body, but she managed to get that shot off on the ice. Just a weak shot, tinked off the skates and went 5-hole.
Yeah, just trying to wrestle that away, and yet at the same time, that's where I'm sure if you asked Eliana, she'd be a little bit more set, because you just never know where that ring's coming from, and bounces off somebody and then it goes, right?
She's going to want that one back. All right, center ice free ring. Dumps it into the zone. We got a battle on the board. Story comes up with it in the corner. Story's going to circle the net, but she gets stick checked. Michael's on it, though. She takes it, picks it up, and she's going to look for something. Nice little drop pass to Olivia. Olivia's going to take it back to the corner. $18 seconds left on the shot clock. Back down to Cohen again. Cohen's going to bring it in the center. She's going to have a look. Shot on goal. Looks like Beaumont's starting to read this play there. They're taking the middle away. Oh, big turnover in front.
Nice try there by
if we wouldn't have got the
Michael.
whistle, it was a great opportunity, but I guess it was a good call by the refs. She drug the ring through the crease, going to cause a whistle. We have offensive free ring. Looks like we're going to get a line change here. We got the third line with Amy, Emily, and Marley, and Cohen and McKenna on defense. They're talking about what they're going to do. I think they rushed that offensive free ring, and we had a girl enter the circle, and they blew it down, so that's just undisciplined turnover.
It's been a little bit of this first period is just not being super sharp, so I'm sure the coaches will bring that up and get them settled, and away we go.
Okay, we got Marley in the corner going behind the net on her backhand. She's nice little drop pass there to Amy. Amy just couldn't handle it, but she recovers behind the net. Oh, nice pass out front to Emily. Emily with a blast off the glove. Good save. Reset that clock. Marley's got it in the corner. She's got two on her. Emily comes in there, the stick check, and then just turn it over. Sherwood Park's got the ring. Little pass out of the ringette line. And Beaumont manages to fight it out of the zone, but we quickly get it in here. Amy's breaking in with two girls to beat. Big shot on goal. Oh! Goalie made the save. It tucked under their arm, and she went to sweep it, knock it in her own net. So there's a break that we needed.
Yeah,
that's 36 seconds left. We got a 2-2 tie.
Nice shot by Amy, and I'm pretty sure she almost blew the goalie's arm off, and that just flung it back and knocked that ring in there with momentum.
So a little luck there, and 34 seconds left. We've got a 2-2 game. Beaumont's going to dump it in here deep. They have a nice pickup behind the net. Little pop out in front. Pass was received. They're going to circle the net. 17 on the clock. They're going to bring it. Little drop pass to number 11 in the corner. Pass out front. Bad angle shot. Eliana didn't see that, but good positioning. She made the save. If we can make a play here, 10 seconds left. Little between the legs. Sherwood Park couldn't chase it down, and we're going to have the end of the first quarter there. 2-2. Shots on goal. 11 for Sherwood Park, 9 for Beaumont. Ryan, what do you think of that period?
Like you mentioned before, just a little bit not focused or just discombobulated. That's a word that not many people use anymore, but it's a shame. It's a great word. A big blocker save at the end by Eliana, because as much as I think we've had the adrenaline, have had a few more chances, Beaumont's not sleeping. They come back in our end pretty quick and are pushing it just as much. So girls really have to focus, get set, and start to take over this game.
It's going to be one of those games where little mistakes might cost you. I mean, we had two little lapses in judgment on our play, and they resulted in goals. So I think hopefully if the coach can just let the girls calm down a little bit, and it's good to see that they're out with some enthusiasm, but they got to be smart out there as well.
Yeah, and I think also just start using everybody on the ice, get a few more passes, cross crease, and things like that. Great to cycle when you can, but at the same time, it can also become predictable. You had mentioned they've tried a few of the drop passes and then cutting in on the goalie, but it's kind of the similar play each time. So I'd like to see them try a few different wrinkles and give a different look to the Beaumont to have to think about.
Yeah, Beaumont's no slouch. They're fighting for a decent playoff position too. They're looking at second or third place at their sites eventually. So, they're going to come out strong, and they have come out strong the last few games. So we'll see what the second quarter brings us. Generally, we usually get settled by this time, and we're hopefully we can blow it open like last game.
Here we go.
Beaumont's going to start with the ring. They're going to dump it right down the middle. It's going to be picked off quite easily by Hayden. Hayden gets checked, though, and turns it over. Beaumont's got the ring in front at the strong side in the corner. She's circling around for a pass. She fakes the drop pass, comes strong side. Eliana's good positioning, no problem with the save. Pops it out in front, nobody there. Hayden's going to pick it up and take a look here. Brady comes back for the pass, picks it up nicely. She's got two options, passes it over to the wing. Cassidy, and Cassidy's going to have a look. She's going to go around the net. Got Hayden on the far side, maybe for the one-timer. But we back passed it to Brady. Brady's going to flirt with that ringette line and gets a good shot off on goal, just about under the arm. Goalie squeezes it. It's going to take her a few seconds to get rid of it. She couldn't get it off quick enough, so it's going to result in an offensive free ring. You're going to get a line change.
That was a good start. Picked up the ring from their end, got it out. Hayden got walked a little bit there, so I'm sure that'll stick with her and hopefully not make that mistake again. But it was nice to see them come down and get a shot right away.
All right, we got Story, Olivia, and Michael. Olivia's going to circle the net here. She's going to back pass it. Looks like Beaumont might be starting to read that little back pass play. They're covering that trailer.
Yeah, I think
consistently here over the last couple of plays.
The girls are using it without any check or anything, so I think that's going to haunt them if they keep going to that well too many times here.
All right, Beaumont's going to circle here. They got to look in front. Another 5-hole goal. Kind of an errant shot and used the defender as a screen and kind of went through the legs here.
Yeah, I think the girls really have to start pushing it a little bit more in our end. Like, that wasn't a strong goal, no offense to Beaumont, but at the same time, we're kind of giving them what they're taking, and so far they've taken advantage of a lot of those ones, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's two uncharacteristic goals there for Eliana through the legs, but it's only a 1-point game. It's early, so we'll see how we react here. Beaumont gets the ring, center ice, dumps it in deep. Beaumont picks up the ring in the corners. A big checking match. Sherwood Park comes up with it. Nice little support pass to Story. Pass goes wide up to Michael and into Beaumont's zone. Beaumont picks it up. They're going to have a look here, try to clear the zone. We got some good coverage, though. Beaumont takes the zone. We got 3 checkers on this one player. Cohen's going to try to cut her off around the corner. Beaumont just flicks it out front and gets turned over by Olivia. Olivia's going to take a look here with some time. She's going to nice little up here to Story. Story looked the other way, got turned over. Pass gets brought back in. Lena couldn't quite handle it, but she's going to fight for it, and she manages to pick it up. She's going to skate behind her net and look for the outlet pass. She's got Olivia here all alone on the boards. Doesn't see her. Oh, bad turnover. Amy just misses the pass, and it gets blopped over the blue line, but Sherwood Park picks it up again. A little bit of a carry over the blue line there. No call forthcoming. Beaumont picks it up. They got numbers in front of their net. Little shot on goal. We got a little turnover. Amy's going to bring it up here. She's got a few options up to Marley. We got Emily's breaking loose on the right side, but we're going to up it here to Amy. Amy's got one girl to beat. She's in all alone. Tries that short side top corner. Just goes wide. She's going to pick up her own rebound. Little drop pass back to Emily. Not a lot of room there, but she tried to tuck it in that corner. Yeah, kind of sloppy here with their outlet passes.
Yeah, not to sound down, but they're killing themselves with that. There was a whole stretch of 4 in a row where it went straight to Beaumont or to nobody in that case, and Beaumont picked it up. So they got to clean this up.
Credit to Beaumont, though. Their coverage in the center neutral zone is actually pretty good today. So we'll see how this goes. Dylan's going to cross ice pass it here. Another errant pass picked up by Beaumont over the blue line. Beaumont's got it up front here. They're going to take a shot. Goes off a skate and just about trickles in. Beaumont relentless on that rink. Comes up with it again. They got a fresh clock, and they're going to drop pass it out front. They got possession. Ooh, they went cross crease, but just goes wide out of the reach of the forward. Beaumont's going to come up with it again. They reset the clock on that one, which I don't think they should have, but
No, I don't think so either, Trev.
Beaumont's got it up here, the fresh set. They're going to try to fight through the middle. Fights through 3 players, gets the shot off, but Eliana was down. Made the save. Eliana, nice little outlet over the defender. Trista. And Trista's going to look for someone to pass to. We got to pass up to Amy here, and Amy's got someone on the far side, but she's going to skate it over and drop it.
Again, they make that drop pass and don't ensure it's over the line. Like, it's just, yeah, the urgency is definitely got to change here for Adrenaline.
Yeah, Beaumont's clogging up that neutral zone pretty good, so we got to adjust. Beaumont's got a girl to bring in. Weak shot. Eliana, no problem, gets it up to Emily. Emily's going to just dump it off the boards and out. Beaumont picks it up in the neutral zone. Looking for that entry pass. Turned over by Sherwood Park here, and Emily again just fires it up and over and into the neutral zone. We're going to get partial line change. Beaumont gets it back in once again. Drives the net hard. Fake to the weak side. Ooh. Weak backhander just under the arm of Eliana and just comes in.
Yeah, I don't know if the coaches are going to say after this, it's honestly, this isn't because Beaumont's just that much better team today. It's they're just capitalizing, and the girls are sitting back. They're being a little too tentative, in my opinion, and it's starting to cost them.
Yeah, they're clogging up that neutral zone nicely, and they're just creating these turnovers. But it's an easy change, just making that lead pass a lot easier. But Brady with a nice little back pass to Hayden, and Hayden fires it wide. It's going to get picked up in the corner by Cassidy. Cassidy's going to come out. She's going to circle here. She's going to cut to the net, go to her backhand, tries to stuff it in there. Goalie, no problem with the save. Looks like we had a skate through the crease, and it's going to be an offensive free ring here.
And speed too. I think the Adrenaline, if they start skating, I do believe they're a quicker team and a faster team all around, and they just haven't taken advantage of that often enough today. So hopefully they can pick up on that and change it.
Okay, fresh shot clock here. Hayden's telling everybody in the world what she's going to do, but she fakes it. Even fooled me. Passed it out to Cohen, but Cohen couldn't handle the pass, so we got a turnover. That was a good fake. Cassie's going to bring it out, circles in, has some options. She dumps into the corner, and Sherwood Park's going to chase it down. Brady's going to fight through the middle, loses it last second. Battle for the ring. Goalie picks it up, throws it behind the net, and Beaumont's going to break it out here. She gets checked. Her defensive partner managed to pick it up and comes around the other. We got 3 checkers on her, so that's good to see. Lots of pressure. And it caused a turnover. Cohen's going to pick it up, and Cohen's probably going to drive the net, and she cuts through. And a good shot, but just couldn't beat the goalie.
Really nice try by Cohen. Good anticipation on that to jump into that ring.
Cohen comes to the middle again, goes around the whole world. Steaks out the goalie, shoots it wide, but I think she might have trailed her skate in the crease there. They're going to call that down for no goal. A little bit of a tightrope walk there when you're cutting to the net from the corner, and she got her skate in the crease, and the ref saw it and called it down. Then I'm not sure what happened, but we're going to get the ring back.
Heck of an effort, though. If they keep doing that, then that's gonna bode well for them. That was all Cohen on that shift.
Okay, Olivia's going to bring it behind the net. Little drop pass here to Story. Story's going to take a look, and then she decides no shot, and she's going to come back around the net here. Nice little drop pass. So Olivia's going to go behind the net, change direction. 10 seconds left on the clock to the point. Story with a big blast goes off the defender's leg and out. Story's going to take it in and just throw it in front of the net. Sherwood Park here is picking up the forecheck, which is nice, but a little too aggressive, and it looks like Olivia's going to get a call for boarding.
I think if easy to see from this vantage point, but if Story goes in on that and it's 2-on-1 on that, it probably prevents that penalty from happening. I think Olivia just by herself there felt that she had to dig a little too much on that. So,
well, the girls have certainly upped their forechecking in this quarter, which is good. Caused some turnovers, and they just got to capitalize on it. Looks like we're going to get kind of a penalty here. We're going to have some 4-on-4 play. I think there was some bumping and grinding after the whistle, so it could be a double minor. Sorry, not a double minor, but just concurrent penalties. So we're going to have some 4-on-4 action here. Oh, no. We got 4 minutes. Yeah, it looks like it is a double minor. So a double minor for the board, and then I guess a little action after the play. She's going to have to answer for that, but we're going to be 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes, and then there'll be a power play after that. Well, the refs aren't putting up with anything today. They don't want to let this game get out of hand, which I can understand.
there must have been more to it because that wasn't an aggressive penalty as far as being dirty or anything. So,
oh, big pass over to number 5 on the strong side. It just beats Eliana short side. It was a nice quick release. Now Beaumont's going to go up 5-2. Like, this is kind of what happened last time, where they get out to this early lead, and hopefully this hasn't put the girls back in the past. They've been able to recover, but nobody likes to go down 3 goals. And being it was a 4-on-4, that doesn't change any of the penalty time. Refs are just conferring that at the box there.
This is where the team has to come together and really rally around Eliana. And this is by no means on her, but definitely they got 3:35 to dig themselves out of a bit of a hole to stop the bleeding.
All right, Amy's going to break it in here, and she's got some room. She's going to come right to the middle, and she doesn't look like she's going to shoot. She fakes it. She goes around the net. She's got Emily out in front. A little drop pass into corner. We'll change of direction. Looks like Dylan's going to come out to the middle with it. She stumbles, but she takes a shot. Go back past Emily, couldn't handle it, and loses her footing, falls down. Beaumont's going to come out with numbers here, looking for the pass over the ice.
Oh, that was carried over the line on both sides. I don't
Beaumont's got
understand
the
that
ring
one.
in front here. Couldn't quite handle it. Sherwood Park's going to go to the triangle. Beaumont's going to, 8 seconds left on the clock here. They're going to try to force it to the center. It gets turned over. Got a little breakaway here. Emily's going to come out the ring. She has Amy in the middle. Decides to give it to Dylan. Amy's in all alone, but Dylan's going to fight for it. Little spinorama shot as she's getting checked off the pads. Goalies looks like she's going to hang on to it for.
I'm shocked there wasn't a hooking on that one.
I
She
know.
kind of got can opener going around right in the between the elbow and the waist. So little baffling on some of the ones. But I guess can't let the refs control it. The girls have to pull it together here and just keep pushing hard.
So we got still 4-on-4 play. So we'll see what defense decides to jump in here to even it out in the zone. We have Hayden and we have Cohen on that one side.
This might be the time, Trevor. I have a good feeling. Whole right side of the goalie, left side to her, I guess, is wide open.
Yeah. Or we take a shot and see what happens.
Yeah.
Crash the net, maybe we get a rebound. Hayden's got a great shot if she can just hit it up.
I'm going to bet all of Michelle Brady's money that they're going to take a shot here. Well, Tyler, looks like you're working overtime.
All right, we got a little centering pass, gets picked off, and Beaumont's going to come out here all alone, but she's got no one to pass to over the blue line. Hayden with good positioning, gets off her skate, but somehow Beaumont comes up with it, takes the middle, takes another shot, beats Eliana, goes upstairs. 6-2. I don't know, Ryan, this might be a time for, there's 2 minutes left in the quarter, but like, we got to make a reaction statement here in the last 2 minutes. And
I think so, and at the same time, like, I don't know, I guess you don't see too many timeouts called, and maybe that doesn't change anything, but yeah. They need to shift something up here quick.
Hayden's going to break the middle here. She has a little partial breakaway, rips it up top, but it just misses the net. We get the rebound. Marley's going to battle for it in the corner here, and she's fighting.
I'd like to see them start trying to make this goalie move a bit. I mean, Hayden goes in with some speed, and I get going top corner, but that goalie goes down, and you do a little jump around her, and you're wide open on that. So
Yeah. Oh, good check by Hayden here. Nice back check. She gets it, and she gets checked in return, drops it off to Marley. Marley's going to take a look with it. She's got some room. She has a nice little toe drag, but she gets checked. And then she trips the Beaumont player, no call. Tristan's going to get it in the neutral zone here and ensue a battle. She comes out with it, and she's got Hayden here in the middle, and she takes a look. She's a little, hold on to a little bit too long, and she got it turned over. Beaumont's going to take the zone. Beaumont's going to cut to the middle here, gets a shot on goal. We got a penalty, Sherwood Park upcoming. Shot on goal. Beaumont still got the ring here, the fresh clock. Big shot on goal, Ariana with the save. She's going to cover it up, and we're going to get a whistle here. But Beaumont's going to go back to the power play with 54 seconds in the second quarter.
the Adrenaline's done pretty good. They're not usually a team that takes a ton of penalties every game, but this one's starting to get away from them for sure.
All right, Sherwood Park here. Beaumont here is going to bring the middle. She's got one goal tonight, and she might be looking for another one. She's going to circle the net. Pass out up front. Aaron pass. You got 40 seconds here to make a play. Brady's going to take it. Nice little up the story, and Brady's going to get in the horse and go for the return pass. Just couldn't pick it up. Cohen picks it up, comes to the middle. She gets checked as she shoots, but she got it off. Easy save for the goalie, and then we have a battle here. 25 seconds left in the quarter. Ref's going to whistle that down early.
Right from the start of the game here, Cohen's been anticipating a lot of this well, so that's good for her to be involved in the play and trying to make something happen before the end of the second here.
Neutral zone battle. Beaumont's going to come up with it. 12 seconds left. See if they can do something with it. They're looking for that lead pass, and they're going to get it. Number 9 just couldn't handle it. 5 seconds left. Looks like we're going to end this quarter at 6-2. That was a big quarter for Beaumont with 4 unanswered goals.
Yeah, they definitely took advantage of what they had in front of them and made the Adrenaline pay for every mistake on that end. So I don't know about you, Trevor. I finished my coffee, but I don't think there's going to be any extra Bailey left if it continues on this way. I've got faith in these girls. I know they can turn it around, but they better start quick.
Yeah, it's an awful quiet side of the rink here with the Sherwood Park parents. If you were the coach there, what are you going to tell the girls?
I'd probably be busy just smashing garbage cans, to be honest. But no, all jokes aside, I think it's like anything. There's lots of time to come back, but they can't keep saying that every period. The girls really need to focus, be more precise with their passes. I really think they got to start skating a little bit more as far as just being more efficient and concise with where they're going. And honestly, make this goalie move. Like they've had some good shots, but they're either high and wide or right into her, right? And like most goalies in Ringette, they got pretty fast chests. So if you're shooting there all the time, you're probably not getting them by it too often. So yeah, I know they can do this, but right off the start of the whistle, it's going to make a big determination how they come out.
Yeah, everybody can have their best game, and Eliana seems to be fighting that ring a little bit in net. Like, let's call it what it is, and that's okay. She's been an awesome goalie the entire year, and she's just struggling these first 2 quarters. But the girls got to rally around, and that's what teams do. And they got to tighten up that defense, and they got to give her a little bit of a chance. Shots on goal are 19-18 now by Beaumont, so they've obviously outshot in that second quarter, and they can't let that happen. They got to bind together and tighten up that defense, and like you said, they got to make that goalie work on the other side.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the triangle's letting them in a little too easy, and that's forcing Eliana to have to make a lot of shots or be screened and things like that. So yeah, time for this team to come together like they can and pick it up all around from all of them.
All right, so ref's just picking up the garbage can with some loose shrapnel on the ice from that little intermission, and we're going to get underway here shortly. Third quarter. Big game. This game here, like I said earlier, the Adrenaline need this if they want to have a chance at that banner. This is a must win. So hopefully they got half a game here to make it work. And we've seen comebacks before quite often by this team. And Ringette, no lead is safe really. So
they've got the firepower to do it. They're leading this division with goals for in total by quite a good handy amount, so they can definitely do it.
Yeah, they got the firepower on the ice. So, all right, underway here. Another one I think she drug over the line, but the ref didn't call it. Beaumont's going to come out here with numbers. They got a 2-on-1. They come to the middle. Big shot, Eliana with the save. That can't happen, though. You can't let them walk in from the blue line and just get a nice shot in front like that.
No, that's the thing. That's not on Eliana. That's Team D that's got to be better.
That's exactly it. Beaumont, good forecheck here. They're going to turn it over. Hard to see from this angle, but looks like the ring was tied up, and they're going to get a whistle down. This looks like it's going to be a Beaumont offensive free ring here.
Yes, it does.
All right, Beaumont's going to take it on the board side, and they're slow at the ring. Just a weak shot from the strong side, and it just trickles in off Eliana's pad and in.
But again, we're giving them those opportunities to get those shots. She was, well within almost at the inner side of the circle to Eliana. The triangle should be there to prevent that, right?
Absolutely, yeah. They can't let that shot off. There was lots of time. Beaumont was slow on the ring, and we never attacked. So we have a 7-2 blowout that's starting to come out here, and we've never really been in this position before. So let's see how the girls react. Story's going to break it around the corner here. We definitely need one. Story's going to circle twice, and she's looking for a pass. She's going to change direction behind the net. Picks it up by Olivia. Olivia's on her backhand. 8 seconds to Cohen. Cohen's looking to drive. 4 seconds to get it off, and she shoots it, but it goes off the stick wide, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. Well, who's going to step up for the adrenaline today and get that goal to change the tides here?
Yeah, I don't know on that one. I think just whoever has that determination that they're not going to let this game keep going the way it is. So I know there's more than enough girls on this team to make that happen.
Beaumont's going to get the ring here, and they're going to get poke checked by McKenna and forces it behind the net. And Cohen's going to push out on the D with another weak shot off the post and in. It seems like everything they're shooting on goal is going in here, and this would be a timeout in my books, 100%. Two goals off 2 shots like that. Just got to reset it. I mean, Cohen's got to have that shot. It was an unassuming little break around the net, but on a game like today, you got to buckle down. You got to get on that player regardless of where she is. It seems like everything's going in.
Yeah, none of those last 2 goals were amazing shots, just opportunistic.
Beaumont's having a really good game here in the neutral zone, which is leading them to a lot of opportunities as well. They dump it in. They're going to come around the net here, and they're just trying to feed everything on goal now. Eliana picks it up.
Yeah, smart by them. They have no reason not to just keep firing away at every angle because it's worked so far.
Amy's going to get it out here. It looks like nobody's really hustling here to get open. Lena's going to take it. Big hard pass to the corner, but she had Amy right in the middle. And Amy's going to get it in the corner here to Emily. Emily's going to circle the net and take a shot on goal. Easily stopped by the goalie. Goalie's going to fire it out here. No pressure at all. Beaumont's just walking it through the neutral zone. No pressure. Easy entry into the offensive zone, and number 9's going to come right to the middle. Shoots it off a stick. A little battle ensuing here. Pops up to the middle. We got numbers, but the ring's on its end, which is hard to control. Emily manages to hack it into the zone. Marley's going to try to chase it down. Beaumont's going to just dump it 2 lines to clear the zone. Girls have really lost a step here. I think that goal really took the wind out of their sails. They definitely not as quick as they were the first 2 halves. But
I agree. They seem to be slowed down a little bit, which is unfortunate. We just got to make that decision to turn this game around. Easier said than done, but start somewhere. Here we come.
All right, Hayden over to Brady. Brady's got a break here. Got 1-on-1 in the center. She just couldn't handle the pass, but She manages to get it back. We got a loose ring. Hayden's going to pick it up. Hayden's going to cut to the side, and she's going to take a look. And a strong side shot. Goalie handles it, knocks it down, and bombs it out for the pass. Beaumont picks it up in the neutral zone. 3 girls on her. She just holds up a bit and lets the girls skate. Nice entry over the blue line. Beaumont's got a chance with it. Goes into the corner. Pop back out. Nice little give and go pass. They're going to take the center on her strong hand. Gets a shot off. Defense saved it. Cohen's going to pick it up and go for a skate here. Looking for an outlet pass. She's got a nice little pass up here to Cassidy. Cassidy in the center. She's kind of having trouble handling it, but gets it off to the corner. Brady's going to skate it down. Brady has a look here on her strong side. She's going to come around the net. Looking for someone to pass to. Nice little pass in the corner. Just not quick enough, but Hayden tried to stuff that in short side. It was a good look. Cohen's going to pick it up. Intercepts the pass. She's going to fight in the middle on her backhand. She's going to skate around the net. Look for something. Comes to the middle and just shovels it on net. We got a battle in the corner, and Beaumont's going to come up with it and get tied up here. Beaumont just decides to dump it and get a line change. They got 2 girls rushing down for it, but they can't touch it. She fakes it, skates over it with speed.
Haven't seen that one before, to be honest.
That was a nice little play by Cohen. A little fake stick, and then picks it up and manages to get it. Story's going to bust in here with a nice little shot. Tries to go 5-hole, but goalie shuts the door.
They keep playing like they just had in that last little possession there. That'll bode well. That was a great pass up. Great speed to pick up by Story, and broke in and got a good try on net.
Michael touches it on both sides. Going to cause a whistle here. 5.5 left in the third quarter. Beaumont's up 8-2. Shots on goal are even at 24. We just need something to build a little momentum here. Maybe a fight? I don't know.
Yeah. There's always a first for everything, hey, Trevor?
We did get our offensive free ring shot on goal a couple weeks ago, so nothing's out of the question. Beaumont here with the ring and behind the net. They're going to pass out up front, goes off the skate, but they managed to wrangle it in. Shot on goal blocked by the defense. Dylan's going to bring it out. He's going to pass it to Michael. Michael's taking a look here. She's got a skater on the far side. Olivia just couldn't handle it, but Michael picks it up in the corner. She's on the boards. Got to fight through a couple of checks here on her backhand. She's going to come out to the front, and she tries to stuff it in 5-hole. Goalie makes the save. A little bit more forechecking here by Sherwood Park causes another turnover, and Olivia's going to manage to pick it up. She gets checked behind the net. Beaumont's ring. Beaumont's going to look for the exit here. Big bomb. Looks like Beaumont's in kill the clock mode already. There's numerous 2-line shots here down the ice.
Maybe they're just trying to score from their own end the way they're shooting it now. But
yeah, I guess sense. Maybe that's a good call too. I never thought of that. All right, Olivia's going to pick it up on the boards here, and she's got Emily and Amy. Nice little pass here to Amy in the middle. It'd be nice for Amy to pop one. Amy comes in, tries to go top shelf, but just couldn't get the lift she wanted. Goalie fires it off, and Beaumont with the ring. Beaumont dumps it in here. Sherwood Park turns it over. Beaumont does get it now. Amy, big check. We have possible 2-on-1 here, but Beaumont just raced her to the ring and just beat her out. Good battle along the boards, and ref's going to whistle it down without any sticks in the ring, which a little premature, but she seems to be giving the girls a little bit of warning for body contact here, try to calm things down. Doesn't want this game to get out of hand, being 8-2. But it's interesting strategy here by Beaumont. Looks like they're trying to kill the clock this early, so you know, if they're going to keep turning it over like that, then maybe it's a chance for us to come back and get some opportunistic shots.
Yeah, that's it. Hopefully, maybe you get a couple quick ones here, and it starts to put the pressure on Beaumont. Up until this point, there hasn't been enough just yet.
Tristan with the ring at center. She's going to turn it over just over the blue line to Beaumont. Beaumont with that center ice pass again, and they got numbers and speed, and number 14 is going to break down. She's got a couple tonight. And another just weak shot on goal, just goes under the pad at Eliana.
Again here, I mean, not to sound negative, and I apologize if I do, but that center free ring, they basically just gave it up. Like, I think when you're down 8-2, 9-2 now, it's all about possession. So those long shots down into the opposition ring zone, sorry, to me just I would switch it up. I would try and have quick little passes and ensure you're getting into their zone first.
All right, Amy with the ring here. She's in the center. Big shot just goes wide. Marley's going to pick it up. Marley's going to come to the center and just get a weak shot on goal. Just goes wide. Amy's going to chase it down here. Causes a turnover. Marley's behind her. Picks it up in the corner. 6 seconds left on the clock. Oh! Nice little stutter step and manages to get the goalie leaning to one side and pops it in 5-hole. Break the momentum here for Beaumont, maybe 9-3. I mean, it's only 6 goals and there's quite a bit of time left. And if anybody can do this, I think Sherwood Park can. But they gotta hunker down here and be more aggressive. Hopefully that gives them a little bit of life. Beaumont's going to take the ring. They got it. They're going to circle the net. They got a girl out front, but Cohen with the good stick here to block that center ice pass, or center pass. But part of the stick went into the ring, so Beaumont's going to get the possession. You know, I think if they can get one more goal here, they have a fight chance in the next quarter. Beaumont turns it over on the offensive free ring. Hayden picks it up, but she gets checked. I'm not sure what happened there because of the angle of the rink, but looks like the refs blow it down, and it's going to be...
Beaumont's getting an interference call on that one, Trevor.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good positive thing. We're going to go to our power play. And they're going to just have a little conversation here about what to do. Dollars to donuts, let's not shoot the ring.
No, I can feel it, Trevor. In my bones deep, here comes a shot.
That stick is flexing, though. She wanted it. Oh, she passed it off into the corner. All right.
Should have got her 100 flex. She never needs that one if they don't take those shots, right?
Marley takes it in and drops it back. Cohen picks it up, and she gets checked on the way to the ring, but she manages to regain it again. She's getting checked pretty aggressively. Gets hauled down. Penalty upcoming. Cohen still has the ring somehow. She's fighting for it and loses it. Someone picks it up. Brady with the big shot. Still got the arm up for the whistle, so if we can make something happen here. Hayden with a big shot. Glove save, and Beaumont wrangles it up. So we're going to have minute 26 of 5-on-3 play, and this is all we could ask for. 2 minutes left. We need a goal here to get some momentum into the next quarter, and we got 26 seconds to score, and then we'll have another power play. So
great determination on that shift by Cohen. She wasn't letting anybody get that ring from her. And
coaches aren't fixing the lines. They're just going to roll them normally here. We got Story, Olivia, and Michael. So hopefully they've been working on this in practice. Oh, that was a terrible pass in front. Gets turned over. Story with the ring. Oh, kicks it to her skate. She's got a girl all alone in front, but she can't get it. It's kind of hacked down. Olivia in the corner with a bad choice of shot, and she doesn't get on net. 7 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Beaumont's battling for it.
Wide open in front. Get it in front.
Just a bad choice of passing here on this 5-on-3. Back to Michael in the front. Over to Olivia's on the wrong side for a 5-on-3. Both these forwards are on the wrong side for a 5-on-3. Well, and they just basically pissed this thing away.
And they were standing almost on the board sides each, so they're spread way far out on that one.
All right, Beaumont just dumps it in, and they're going to try to kill some clock here. Olivia's got the ring, and she's going to come up. No line change. We're going to continue with this line on this power play. Over to Dylan's going to break in. Shot on goal, doesn't make it through the defense, and Olivia's going to pick it up. Michael from the front there gets a shot on goal. Back to Michael all alone in front with the shot off the... Oh, big rebound came to Amy, and Amy just fired it wide. She had a little bit of daylight there. Olivia's going to pick it up to Amy at the center. Amy back to Olivia. Amy's got it in the center. Big shot on goal. Glove save. Chances are goalie's going to cover this for a whistle. We need a line change here, Ryan. Like, for one, it's like entry level strategy is that when you have a 5-on-3, you put those forwards on the odds on the strong side of their shots, so they're not shooting across the net to get a ring in here.
I agree, and they're also, all three of them are spreading themselves so far out. They're basically shooting from the ringette line or from the far side of the circle. So it's really not that hard for Beaumont to defend against.
Looks like they're doing it again. Little drop pass here to Amy in the center. 10 seconds left. Amy's going to circle the net twice. Tries to stuff it in from the goal line. Beaumont picks it up. 4 seconds left. Sherwood Park, she's going to come around, try to get a shot off. She does get it off. Goalie hugged the post, made the save. And that's going to do it for the third quarter here. 9-3, shots on goal. Sherwood Park 33, Beaumont 25. But they really needed something to happen there on that extended 5-on-3.
Yeah, and I don't know if you've noticed, Trevor, there is not a garbage can to be found in the top upper deck here.
Nor is there any more Baileys left. These Baileys bottles and garbage cans all over the place up here. It's going to be an interesting ride home.
I don't think I've ever been to a game where we've all had to Uber home, so this will be interesting. I don't know if there's enough Ubers in Beaumont, but we're about to find out, folks.
Well, I don't know. You might need double because I don't know if the kids will be Ubering home with the parents.
That is a fair point, fair point.
Anyways, they really needed something to happen here, but they managed to get a lot of ozone time. So hopefully coach on the bench here is going to kind of settle the nerves. And, you know, it'd be a little controversial here, but could this be a side effect of maybe not having all the girls at practice for most of the session 2 here to maybe work on some of these 5-on-3 plays?
It definitely adds up. I mean, there's lots of times where unfortunately there just isn't enough. Everybody doesn't seem to be on the right page today. So you take it from practice to gameplay to just everything. And you're bound to have the odd game where you're not your best, but this is by far stands out as one of the worst games, unfortunately, for the Adrenaline as a team. They're just, not enough of them going in the right direction. And unfortunately, this division is tight enough in areas where it can bite you. And again, they haven't lost yet. Everybody wants to be the team to be the one that said they can.
Yeah, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic here. It looks like the girls are going to come out strong in this quarter. They know what they need to do, and they're skilled enough to do it. So we'll see if they can put pen to paper here. Beaumont's going to pick it up in the ring, and they're going to pass it over the blue line. They're going to get another 2-line pass here. Looks like Lena's going to pick it up and skate behind her net and look for an outlet. She got some time. She got some room to make a good pass here, and she gets her up to the middle. Just couldn't get handled by Brady, but Beaumont picks it up. We have a good forecheck going on here. 3 girls chasing that ring down. They're going to dump it in. Cohen's going to pick it up. Oh, just couldn't handle the ring. Beaumont has it in the corner. Beaumont causes a turnover here. Picks it up again. Defense looking a little more aggressive. Big shot on goal. Nice save for Eliana. Hayden's going to pick it up here and look for the outlet. She gets checked. No call forthcoming. They dump it in 2 lines. We got a forecheck here by Sherwood Park. Beaumont gets it to center ice. Beaumont's looking for the entry. She circles back a few times looking for the right pass, and she's got someone on the far side. She picks it up, and she's going to waltz in here on her strong side, fakes the shot. Then she decides to shoot it from a bad angle off the side of the net. Dylan picks it up and gets it over the blue line. Sherwood Park's going to try to skate it down. We got a battle on the board. See who comes up with it. Sherwood Park comes up with it. We got Dylan here, and Story's going to get a partial break here on the side. She's going to cut to the middle. Big shot on goal. Good effort.
Yeah, nice try by Story on that one.
Beaumont takes the neutral zone again. Mechanic couldn't handle it, but
Story kind of streaked into that one just like her dad did, getting to the hospital in Mexico for those calf implants.
Yeah. It's that lower body speed there. Shot on goal off the pad into the corner, and Beaumont's going to pick it up. Beaumont dumps it in the neutral zone. Oh, bad pass. Turns it over. Beaumont's going to dump it in, and Dylan's going to bring it back to here, reset the breakout. Dylan's going to turn around. He's going to pass it up to Story. Michael called for it, and she got it. She's going to cut to the middle, and she gets a shot. Beats the goalie.
Nice goal.
Yeah, it was a good play. I like that. Michael was at the red line, and she yelled for Story to give it to her, and she got it. And Story made it happen. And that was it's a good answer for the fourth quarter here. It's 9-4. Lots of time left.
That communication you spoke of earlier and that play just proves, right? You start letting your teammates know where you are and good things happen.
All right, Beaumont's here is going to have center ice free ring. You see what they're going to do. They have a couple options. They're going to dump it. Goes off of Amy, and Beaumont picks it up. Just a random shot on goal from pretty far out. Eliana, no problem there. Trista's going to bring the ring out, and she's going to look for someone to pass to. She's got a couple options. She's getting checked, though. Fights off a check. Gets it to Amy in the center here. Amy's got some options. It's a nice little pass up to Marley, and Marley's going to dish it off to Emily. And Emily with a big shot off the pad over the head of the goalie. And
here we go, Trevor.
The spin had the right way. It just rolls in. So we got some momentum. You know, not a doubt in my mind that they could come out on the fourth and have this kind of play.
Never doubted them for a second, and our positivity all game on this broadcast has finally gotten down to them, I'm sure.
They still got 8 miles to go uphill here, so we'll see what happens.
This is a good response, though. As much as
it is a good response
for not being all gelled together as a team, this might be the start of something beautiful.
Definitely something to take away. All right, Emily with a nice little pass. She's got Marley with a nice pass. Another big shot. Oh, gaping rebound. Just couldn't get there in time. Sherwood Park's going to come out with it. Amy's going to reset here with 20 seconds on the shot clock. She's going to come around the net. Fakes the drop pass with speed right in the middle. Big shot off a leg. Sherwood Park turns it over. Emily's got it in the middle here. She's going to have to fight through. Drops to her knees. Looks off Cohen. Goes off the skate. Cohen picks it up, and she's going to break through the middle. Oh, the ref called something down. Oh, the ref called four in, but that definitely wasn't 4 in.
But that was a good shift. It was nice to see the urgency with them, and everybody was pushing hard on that. So good job, Adrenaline.
Well, I'm curious to see what the coach does here. If they start maybe giving some players some extra time, or if she's going to run the lines fairly. It is a must-win. Sherwood Park gets the ring in their own corner here, and they're going to try to break it out. It got turned over. Beaumont with it in the middle of the night. Nice little stutter step. Big save by Eliana.
Massive save by Eliana. Good job.
Oh, that was interesting. Beaumont player was doing the old Sean Avery in front of the net and gets her glove knocked off. Brady with a nice little up here. Oh,
she could have slid that over.
Yeah, if that would have been a nice little pass back to Brady, she'd have had an open net.
Brady was wide open on that.
Sherwood Park's on it here. They seem to have some life. They have a battle on the blue line, and the ref's going to blow it down. Well, 6:37 left in the fourth. Sherwood Park needs 4 goals to at least tie, but they need a win here. They need those 2 points. Beaumont's going to break it out. And nice little up center ice. Stick check. Beaumont's got the ring here right to the center. She's going to have time to shoot it. Eliana shuts the door. Big check here by Beaumont. Punches Dylan into the corner, but she has no problem with it. We're going to get a call here.
Beaumont's getting the penalty.
Get a call for that big check.
Here comes a penalty, Beaumont. So let's
Olivia up the Story. Story's got speed here. She can break right to the middle here if she wants. Ooh, bad angle shot. Goalie had no problem with it. I think you're right, though. The story of the year is these girls need to take that right from the corner and cut to that middle.
Yeah, it's far too often they just don't drive the net enough, especially when you have speed on your side, right?
Yeah, low percentage shot there from the corner. If the goalie's hugging that post, there's not a lot of room. 5:57 left in the fourth quarter here. We're going to have Story taking the free ring with Olivia and Michael to the sides. Story fakes the pass here and goes queso to Cohen. Cohen's got it in the middle, and she's taking a look. Big shot off the shoulder into the corner, and Cohen's going to fight for it, get it back. Beaumont's going to get her up to the middle here. Easy entry. They couldn't handle it, though, but she skates it down, and Beaumont's got the ring in the ringette zone here. Cohen with a nice little stick check. Falls to her knees, gets back up, makes the outlet pass. Possible breakaway here.
Oh, nice little play.
Beautiful little feed. Olivia's in all alone. Nice little fake. Big shot. Just can't cross the line.
Just laying
off
on
the
the
glove,
line.
and 3/4 of it was over the line, but that whole thing has got to be over. So that was a nice little play, good awareness by the breakout here.
And the urgency. Cohen knew she had to get to that ring before it crossed the line, so quick little flip pass over. So smart awareness on that one.
Refs are having a little discussion here, maybe some education. I'm not sure, but Short Park's going to get it. Amy's going to take the center here. They still have Olivia and Michael on the ice. Olivia's going to circle the net. She's going to bring it in on her backhand here, and she's going to try to do a back pass, but she mishandled it, and Beaumont took it and dumped it into the center. Oh, bad handling at the blue line here. We got back and over on the defense player. Oh, no, I was wrong. I guess we couldn't see from this angle, but something happened where it's going to be maybe a back and over at the Beaumont. So we're getting another shot at this offensive free ring. We got a line change here on the fourth line. Amy's still out there, but we're going to have Marley and Emily on the wings. Marley's going to take it behind the net here and circle out in front. Emily's going to come around the net and probably face and shoot. She tries a shot, it just goes wide, but Amy tried to pull it out from behind the net. She couldn't get it. Amy manages to come up with it. She's going to take some time to reset the play here. Nice little back pass to Emily. Good opportunity. Grade A chance, but Beaumont makes the save. Marley's going to pick it up and come in the front. She's going to get pushed off to the side, and she just shoots it off a leg.
It'd be nice to see somebody jump in front of the net. We're not really blocking that goalie's vision very much here.
Oh, Amy, nice little move. Oh, she had the goalie beat, but she just gets stick checked at the last second and knocks the ring off. Goalie's going to hold on to it here. Goalie's tired. Goalie's tripoding over here. She's getting some work, so hopefully we can take advantage of the shots. 4 minutes left. Girls are devising a plan here. We got a line of Hayden, Brady, and Cassidy, which is pretty good for us so far
today. They need 4 goals, but if they want to guarantee, here comes a shot. Oh my God!
No way!
That was a shot.
No way! I must have been dreaming.
It's a fever dream, but I love that dream, Trevor.
Sure, Park turns it over here. Brady's fighting for it. 2 sticks in the ring. He's going to get blown over. These girls are some urgency here. They want a goal on this shift. Beaumont gets it out. Center ice. She gets stick checked here. Nice play by Cassidy to turn it over. They need some girls to pass to. Nice little up pass to Hayden. Hayden's going to have some room on the side. Weak angle shot off the pad, goes in front of the net, up a stick, and it's going to hold down there.
Yeah, she would have been far better off to skate into that a little bit quicker and try and come around and do something. Those low percentage shots haven't done well all game for them.
Oh, another little turnover here, but it's going to go right up the stick again. And it's going to be blown down. It's probably going to be goalie ring. Goalie ring again. Some good coverage here. Nice little pass to the corner. Bounces out of her hand. Hayden's going to pick it up here and try to reset the play. Pass out in front to Brady. Brady with a no-look backhand shot on goal. Goalie makes the save. Little scramble in front and whistle down again.
But that was nice. Brady's in front of the net, stick down, ready for that shot and calling for it. Hayden must have heard something to throw it out to her, and that was a really good shift by Brady. She was pretty determined to get that ring and didn't let it get by her without any ease, that's for sure. Good job.
The girls had her pinned in there for that whole shift, so they did what they had to do. Let's see if the second line here can capitalize on that momentum. Gets it over to Olivia, and she's going to come around the net. Looks like they got 2 girls chasing that one. Little queso play to Cohen. Cohen is going to circle the net here. She's going to come around. She has 2 players to beat. Nice little drop pass to Story, but it was red, and Beaumont's going to dump it in and clear the zone. We've got a race for the ring here. McKenna picks it up. She got 2 checkers on her, but one goes down, so they got numbers come up here. Another poor pass over the blue line.
I thought that was played both sides. I thought the Beaumont player kind of goaltended that ring and snapped the adrenaline stick out of it, but I guess not.
Well, time's ticking away here. 2:12 left in the fourth. You know, at least the girls got to try to shore up this goals for and against in case there's a tie situation somewhere along the line. So they shouldn't give up to the end. Olivia's going to come here in the back. She's going to circle the net. She's going to come out in front. Back pass to nobody, but Story picks it up. She gets checked. Manages to get a shot off, but easy save by the goalie. And goalie's going to hold on to it here. She's tired. Shots are 44-30. So they're getting lots of shots, but not great quality shots here. I think they just need to change it up a little bit. Beaumont's kind of reading their behind the net back pass play where they're bringing that triangle over to the right to the ring side, and they're taking away that back pass.
Yeah, for the longest time I thought they banned shots from the offensive free ring. I wish they would ban back passes for a while with this team.
Sherwood Park here. Amy's got it behind the net. She's going to look for Marley and a little fake back pass, redirection. Amy in front. Oh, nice shot on goal here. Little hesitation. Got the goalie sliding, but just not quite enough. Dylan's going to get the ring, and she's going to take center ice. She's got a couple options here. She's going to take a look, bide some time, come over here to Trista. Safe pass. Nice little up here into Emily. Emily's going to take it to the middle. Big shot on goal. Little change up there. A little low and to the side, but the goalie had a pad on it. And they're going to forecheck. Emily's going to come up again to the middle. She's going to take a shot right off the goalie's mask. Sherwood Park's fighting for this. Oh, good awareness there by Emily, and she manages not to touch that ring, but gets turned over nonetheless. Dylan's going to have a little opportunity here. She's going to break the triangle. She's going to come into a strong side. Shot on goal right again. Right on the goalie. No deeks. Goalie's having no problems with those saves today.
22 seconds left in the period. Not looking good for the adrenaline, unfortunately.
That'd be nice to at least get one more, though. There it is. Oh. Dylan with some hard effort, some hard work. Fights off a couple checkers. It just goes under the glove.
It's like you saw that one coming, Trevor. I'm not sure if you know the Lotto Max numbers, but I'd love to have a conversation afterwards for sure.
Well, 9-6, 14.8 left. It'd be really nice to cut this lead down a little bit more, but that's going to cause one turnover here and a good rush. Beaumont dumps it deep, and Trista's going to take it behind the net. 8 seconds left. We have one girl streaking. Amy's going to pick it up on the boards. She's going to see Marley over the line here, and Marley runs out of time. So Beaumont with, I'm going to call it an upset here, 9-6 on home ice. You know, they had a really strong second and third quarter, and the girls just had no answers for it. And managed to fight back a little later in the fourth, but too little too late, and squashes their hopes of a banner this year. But at least they can, you know, position themselves good in the playoffs with a big game against Red Deer coming up.
Yeah, the next one will be a big challenge. Red Deer hasn't lost yet in the second half, and the girls can definitely beat them. This will maybe get them a little bit of fire lit under them, right, to realize banner would have been nice, but at the end of the day, you don't hang them anyhow. So going strong to finish this and going into session 3 is really what matters, and I'm sure the girls are thinking about that, and I know the coaches will probably have some wisdom to talk about afterwards as well.
Yeah, and let's give Beaumont credit here. Like, they had a pretty good neutral zone today. They were picking off a lot of passes in the neutral zone. They were picking up their passes from the defensive zone to the neutral zone, and they capitalized on their shot opportunities. So, you know, by no means were they not a challenge today. They had their passes in order and their plays, and it just showed consistent over the course of the game.
Yeah, they didn't change their game the whole time. Like, they really stayed, like you say, consistent from start to finish, and it worked for them, right? Lots of shots. I agree with you. That neutral zone, they dominated it today, and it worked well for them. So, yeah, good job.
All right, so I guess that'll wrap us up here. We have one more game left this season. That'll be next weekend against the undefeated Red Deer team, which is always a good match with their controversial goalie. They have the best goalie in the league, so hopefully we can work on practice tomorrow morning, bright and early, and, you know, get some good shooting practice and defensive tightness.
Oh, it looks like we have an interview here, Trevor. Bonnie, what was your thoughts?
We have Cohen's mom here.
Oh, Cohen's mom. What's your thoughts on the whole game and just how it all turned out?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the first loss of the season.
The first loss of the season?
Yeah.
Was this the first loss?
Session 2.
Oh, session 2.
It's all about paying attention the whole time, Bonnie. But yes, carry on.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I really have to process, Ryan. I'm not really sure what happened out there. Yeah, I need some time.
Understandable. Moms are never irrational. They always like to think things through before they react. So, good job on that one.
Do you think it had anything to do with the amount of Baileys that was in the crowd today, that maybe some of the processing isn't there for the moms?
I'm going to plead the fifth. Good night.
All right, thanks everybody. Well, not the result we were wanting, but it is what it is, and that's Ringette, and it's anybody's game. You got to play a full 4 quarters. I don't really have much more to say about this.
Come back soon, Tyler, and speedy recovery, Chad.
Bye.